What is the link between population and delimitation? Let's spell it out. Now, as I mentioned, there's been a lot of talk of delimitation, with the southern states raising concerns on losing out on seats owing to population control. So what we've tried to do is make projections on how the Lok Sabha numbers will change post-delimitation in 2026. First, the methodology. What we've done is we've taken the Health Ministry's population projections to calculate how many Lok Sabha seats will be added after delimitation. Now, according to the 91st Amendment of the Constitution, in 2022, delimitation can only happen in 2026, and then only Lok Sabha seats will be increased. Now, that is why we have used population projections in this analysis for 2026. Now, according to these population projections, India's population in 2026 will be around 142 crores. Now, if we divide this population by 543 seats, which is what we have in the Lok Sabha, then we have 26 lakh population per Lok Sabha seat. One Lok Sabha seat is equal to 26 lakhs in terms of population. Now, this ratio, according to the 2001 census, was 18 lakh per Lok Sabha seat. So that was what it was in 2001. So what we now have between then and 2026 is an increase of 38.5% in the population between 2001 and 2026. And when this increase in population is seen in terms of seats, let's convert population to seats, it'll mean an increase of 210 seats in the Lok Sabha. So what we will have is 543 existing plus 210 seats, and in 2026 we could have as many as 753 seats after delimitation in the Lok Sabha. Now, there's been no change in the number of Lok Sabha seats, remember, in 50 years, since 1977, approximately 50 years. So how will this increase translate in different parts of the country? This is what Tamil Nadu is worried about, and I'll explain how. So let's take a look at the southern states. So in terms of the southern states, if you look at Karnataka, they currently have 28 seats in the Lok Sabha. The seats in 2026 go up to 36, and that results in an additional representation of 8. Kerala, on account of a decline in population, or certainly ensuring that there isn't a very large rise, actually stands to lose a seat in the Lok Sabha. Remember, a seat in the Lok Sabha is equal to influence. So look at the last row, Tamil Nadu. Since we are talking about Tamil Nadu, Tamil Nadu presently has 39 seats in the Lok Sabha. It goes up by just 2, 41. And they are worried. They say that post this delimitation, we will not have very much of a say. Now you ask, why will they not have very much of a say if their number of seats actually goes up by 2 beyond what it is now? And I will explain if you take a look and compare this with the rest of the country. So let's bring up the next graphic. The rest of the country, in other words, North India for the moment, not the rest of the country, North India. Uttar Pradesh has 80 seats. That goes up to 128 in 2026. That's a jump of 48. So the argument of Tamil Nadu is that, look at us. We have followed our population norms, our population growth norms. We have tried to restrict population. We have followed the guidelines which have been suggested. We've got higher education, better health care, all of that. We get 2 seats more in the Lok Sabha, whereas Uttar Pradesh, which is already the largest state with 80 seats, goes up by 48 to have a whopping 128. Bihar has 40 seats, that goes up to 70. That's a jump of 30. Again, going back to Tamil Nadu's argument, how is that fair for us? Similarly, Madhya Pradesh goes up by 18 to 47 Lok Sabha seats, Maharashtra by 20, Rajasthan by 19, and Gujarat by 13. So that's what the big concern is, that where is the entire issue of influence? So let's take a look now at some of the big states. And here's what we can actually tell you and explain to you about what the process of delimitation might be, seats after delimitation. In terms of big states, another key one, Bengal, the current seats 42, that goes up to 53. That's a change of 11. Uttar Pradesh, we've already told you. Let's keep changing that quickly, please. so that we can give our viewers an idea of what exactly we are looking at. So this is, that was a look at just Bengal, but this is what the state-wise Lok Sabha breakdown in 2026 is going to be. From 543, it's going to go up to 753. Uttar Pradesh will have 128 seats representing them in the Lok Sabha. Tamil Nadu down south will have 41. Their argument is that really fair on us? Again, Bihar will have 70, Kerala will have 19. So the question therefore is, should we be linking population, right, with delimitation?